Hey, Tyler, are you there? I just wanted to let you know that the hospital let me out. You know, now that I'm done giving birth to our children and all.
Oh, really? I didn't know they were going to be letting you out today. I thought I would have a little bit more time to myself.
Well, I am out of the hospital today. They tell me that I've recovered and there's no point in being here anymore.
Darn. I really did think that they were going to keep you there for just a little bit longer.
Tyler, we talked about this. Before I went into the hospital, you asked me about how long I thought I would be in there, remember? I told you that in most cases they tend to not keep mothers and their babies there at the hospital for more than a week. But more important than that, you said you were going to come and pick me up and take me home. Don't tell me you forgot.
Oh, darn, I guess I did say something like that, didn't I?
Tyler, what is the matter with you? You really need to pull yourself together. I mean, you're a father now, don't you realize that? Not only that, but you're a father to twins. I know that this is the first time for us both being parents, but this right now is not giving me a lot of hope for the future. You've got to pull yourself together.
Why don't you just settle down there, okay? I'm sure that you're not supposed to be getting all uppity like that right after you've had a child, right? I can't be good for you.
Excuse me? Who do you think you are talking to me like that when you're the one who forgot to come pick up your wife and 2 children?
Yeah, I guess you might have a point there.
Ugh, I literally can't even with you sometimes, Tyler. Well, can you at least tell me where you are right now? Are you at home? Are you still at work? Where are you?
Sorry, I'm just a little busy right now, and I don't think I'm going to be able to come and get you all. Maybe just call a cab or something?
What do you mean you're busy? You're too busy to come and pick up your wife and meet your 2 children for the first time ever? What could you possibly be so busy with that you can't come and get us? And just where are you anyways?
I'm actually in Hawaii right now.
What do you mean you're in Hawaii? Is that supposed to be some kind of joke? Why are you over there?
Well, because I'm traveling around with an old friend of mine. That's why.
What do you mean an old friend? Who on earth could you be with right now? Unless you're not talking about your childhood neighbor. What's her name? Danny?
You guessed it. I'm with Danny right now. She actually moved kind of nearby recently because of a promotion she got in her job, and we reconnected around then.
Well, is there anyone else that the 2 of you are there with right now?
Not at all. It's just the 2 of us together right now.
Hold on a second. So you're telling me that you've abandoned your wife and newborn children so that you could go on some island getaway with your old friend? How could you do this to us? What's the matter with you, Tyler? This is just unacceptable.
You really are reading way too much into this. Why do you always freak out over the smallest things, huh? Besides, you want to talk about being worried for the future, but you're talking to me like this? How am I supposed to feel good about you as the mother of our children when you're telling me that you can't even take care of 2 kids on your own?
Are you kidding me right now? You're telling me that I'm not doing enough for us right now?
I mean that I've been talking to Danny a lot about becoming parents, and she had plenty to tell me about having twins. She told me that even though they're born on the same day, it's basically the same as having 2 kids over the course of a few years. You always said you wanted to have 2 kids, and now you have them. So if you really meant what you said, then I don't see why having twins and taking care of them by yourself would really be that much of a big deal. Besides, they're twins. They have a special bond between them that probably makes it even easier than just raising 1 kid would be.
What on earth are you talking about? Do you really think that any of that is true? You can't be serious, right?
I'm just saying that I don't think you should be crying about how you can't do things when you haven't even given it a shot.
It's not that I'm saying I can't do it. It's that you're their father and my husband, and I want you here to help me.
Oh, sorry. Danny is saying that it's time to go. I don't really have time to keep up this conversation anymore.
Tyler! You aren't just going to leave me like this, are you? You wouldn't dare.
I'm really sorry, Erica, but if you can't calm down and act like a responsible parent, then maybe you and I should get divorced.
What? A divorce? Right after we had our children? What is the matter with you?
I mean, it's only 2 little babies and you're acting like I'm asking you for some kind of impossible task or something. But I think that you should be really grateful to Danny and I for giving you this chance to get so much experience with raising children. So I just hope that this encourages you and that you can learn to get over yourself and do what's best for our family, okay? Anyways, I've got to go. Have a good time with the kids.
I should be grateful to you and Danny? Do you really think that I don't see what you're doing here, Tyler? But fine, I understand. You have a good trip. I'll have so much to tell you when you get back.
Hey, Danny, how are things going? Are you still getting your pedicure done?
No, I just finished a little bit ago, actually. Right now I'm just sitting in the hotel lobby, sipping on some coffee and just enjoying the lovely weather. But I'll be back up there soon, don't you worry.
Okay, sounds good to me. Thanks for letting me know.
But I thought I told you that I was going to go up to the room when I was done anyways, right? I'm just curious, was there a particular reason why you reached to me like this when you knew I wouldn't be much longer?
Well, actually, I got a message from my wife. Apparently, she was let out of the hospital today.
Oh, really? I see. Is that it? What do you want me to do about it?
No, it's no big deal or anything. I just wanted to let you know that I told Erica about the things that you were telling me. Like how twins are basically just like skipping ahead to having 2 kids and how this is a good chance for Erica to gain some experience as a mother and all that.
I see. Well, I'm glad that I was able to be of some help to you, too. Anyways, I'm just about ready to head back up to the room. I can't wait for you to see all the work that I ended up having done at the salon. I promise to give you a good look at it all.
Oh, wow, I can't wait. I'll get the room ready for you then. You go ahead and do that, Danny, because after I go up, I'm not going to want to leave the room until the next morning. So get ready.
Oh, wow. I can't wait for that. See you in a bit then.
Hey, Erica, are you there? What the heck is going on here? I got back home today. I'm standing in front of our house, but my key doesn't seem to work on the lock. What's this about?
Oh, you're finally back from your trip? Well, let me be the first to say welcome back, Tyler. But I'm afraid that I don't live in that apartment any longer.
What are you talking about? You moved somewhere new?
Well, I just mean that I lived in that apartment even before you and I were together, and when you moved in, it was already pretty cramped. But now that I have these twins to hurry about, I just figured that it was time that I moved somewhere bigger, somewhere I could raise a family. So I canceled our lease and moved into the place where I'm at now.
Oh, I see. But could you at least tell me where it is that you moved to?
You want me to tell you the address of the new place where I'm living? Nah, I'm okay, thanks.
But I don't understand. Why wouldn't you want me to know where it is that you're living right now?
Well, I guess I'm just still trying to take advantage of the chance you gave me to learn how to be a good mother to these twins. In fact, I don't think that we should see each other at all until I've really gotten the hang of this.
But wait. When will that be? Because you're making it sound like it's going to be a really long time.
Oops, one of the twins started crying. I've got to go now, but it's been nice catching up.
Just 1 second. I haven't even seen my children once, and now you're telling me I'll have to meet them? And now you're telling me I'll have to wait even longer to meet them? Come on, just tell me where you're living now. Where am I supposed to go if you got rid of our apartment?
What is the matter with you, Tyler? Why did you just show up to my place completely unannounced?
Danny, finally. I was wondering when you were going to text me. Who was that guy I saw you with? What were the 2 of you doing together?
You know that I live with my husband, Tyler. Don't play dumb. I thought I told you that you were never, ever to come over to my house except the days that I tell you he's not going to be there.
Wait, so that guy was your husband then?
Of course he is. Or was. I don't know anymore, thanks to you, now that he knows about the affair. Do you have any idea what you've cost me? Here I was, thinking that I finally settled things with a man who was in line to be the next president of his company. But now you might have ruined this for me.
Don't go blaming that on me. How was I supposed to know any of that? Besides, I don't even have a place to go back home to. That's why I had to go to your house.
Well, there is no place for you here, so just go away and leave me alone for a bit.
But I'm telling you that I don't have anywhere that I could even go back to. And my parents live on the other side of the country, so I can't even go to them for help either. I don't have anywhere I can go.
Well then, go rent a room at a hotel or something, and then tomorrow you can go fly away to be with your parents. But just know that if my marriage gets ruined because of this, you're going to be in big, big trouble.
Erica, are you there? Please, you have to get back to me right away. Did you tell my parents that I was having an affair with Danny?
Sorry, what are you going on about now, Tyler?
Now you listen to me. Thanks to you canceling the lease on your apartment, I didn't have anywhere that I could go home to. So I bought a plane ticket to go and try to stay with my parents, but when I got there, both of them were furious with me and my mom even slapped me in the face. Not only that, but even my little brother was shoving me around because he was so upset. Then my dad walked up to me, told me that they were going to take me out of their will, and then kick me out of their house.
Oh, wow. Well, it sounds to me like you've found yourself in quite the mess, haven't you?
What is that supposed to mean? Did you have something to do with this? I knew that you did.
Before we get into that can of worms, you should know that both your parents came to my parents' house to apologize to me.
My parents visited you? Just to apologize?
That's right. They did all of this about 2 days ago. I think they might have felt compelled to do so after I showed them all the information my private detective had on you. Then I told them about how I was going to divorce you because of what he found, and, well, I guess you know the rest.
You hired someone to follow and collect information on me? Why would you do that?
Now why do people hire PIs to follow their spouses? Let's think about that, shall we?
You mean you knew about Danny and I?
Knew about you two? Oh, please, you hardly even bothered trying to hide it from me. The PI ended up giving me a discounted rate by the time he finished all his work. He said you made it too easy for him and that he felt bad charging me the full price. But anyways, since I have all this evidence, it isn't going to be hard at all to sue the two of you for your affair.
Okay, let's just calm down a little bit here, Erica. I mean, you don't really want to sue us, right? You wouldn't dare. Please, I thought that it was really going to be easy for you to raise those kids. I never thought that you were going to divorce me over this.
Do you really think I was ever buying any of that nonsense that you were trying to sell me?
What do you mean by that?
I mean about you saying that having twins is fine for people who wanted 2 kids in the first place because it's just like a shortcut to having them. Or that because of the bonds twins have, that it might even be easier than raising a single baby on my own? You think I was listening to any of that garbage that you were trying to justify your own actions with?
What do you mean? I really thought it was all true. I mean, that's what Danny told me was true anyways.
And just what in the world does she even know about having twins? And how are you trying to get out of being there for your children while putting it all on me? You're a pathetic excuse for a father and a husband. Do you know that?
You don't really mean that, do you? Please. I had no idea that you were going to get so upset over this.
Oh, I am way past being upset about this. But right now, the only thing that I want from you is your signature on our divorce papers.
Divorce? Please, you can't really mean that, right? I mean, you were just going on about how difficult it's going to be to raise twins on your own. How are you going to raise our kids if I'm not there to help you?
No, please. It's clear to me now that I would never, ever be able to count on you in the first place.
But I'm their father. How can you say that?
Oh, so now you want to be a father to your children? It sure didn't seem that way when I was in labor. You were busy running away to Hawaii to cheat on me while I did all the hard work. And I'm sure you do the same thing over and over again.
Of course I wouldn't. Don't you see that I'm trying to fix things right now? I want to be there for you and the kids now.
Well, you can explain your side of the story to my lawyer, because I'm done with this.
I mean, you really already hired a lawyer for all of this?
Of course I did. Not to mention that I sent all of your things from my apartment to Danny's address.
You did what?
Well, it sounds to me like since your parents don't want you around, she's all you have left. Anyways, after I sue the both of you, I don't really care what happens to either of you. So have a nice life, Tyler. In the end, all of Tyler's things were delivered to Danny's house, and her already suspicious husband had all the proof he needed that something was up. I reached out to him in secret and shared the files my PI had gathered, and then he knew the whole truth. We both decided to sue Tyler and Danny for their affairs behind our backs, and we both got a big payout for all their dishonesty. I also made sure that Tyler would have to pay child support for both our children until they became adults. After her divorce, I'm not sure what happened to Danny. I heard that she tried to move back in with her parents, but that they had already heard about how she cheated. Like Tyler's family, they berated her with disappointment and finally kicked her out of the house forever. Tyler, meanwhile, fell into so much debt after the lawsuit and divorce that he had to take on a second job to afford all his payments. I hear that with no place to go, he had to move into a tiny apartment where he lives all by himself. The only reminder I have that he exists at all are the checks I get in the mail monthly. After I moved out of my apartment, I ended up moving back in with my parents for the time being. I was so distraught just having the twins and losing my husband all in the same short span of time. But I was so lucky that they happily took me in. It's much easier to raise children when you have a support network of people willing to step up for you. I've already moved out, however, finding a job in an apartment large enough for my children and I to live in. But we